I got nothing. Staple, staple, staple. Hey guys, today is April 2nd, 2019, and today starts the 100-day project for 2019, and I'm going to be participating like I did last year. So right here in front of you, what you see is last year's project, which is a journal I created using Happy Mail that was sent to me over the years. Now, this year's project is going to be different, but I wanted to have this in front of me because I wanted you to have some color to look at. I'm trying to keep it simple and basic and easy so that I am able to accomplish a little bit every day toward my goals. I really want to get right into the actual project and what we're going to be working on, but I do want to take a second to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Those of you who have been with me for a while, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your little notes and comments and just keeping up with me and seeing how I'm doing and everything. Now, I also appreciate the fact that there's so many new subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I welcome you to my channel. I'm going to put this off to the side, but I'm going to keep it in frame a little bit because I want color, because this is so white. But what I want to share with you now is the 2019 project that we're going to be doing. This year, I debated on a lot of different things that I wanted to do, and I couldn't come up with any one thing that really stuck with me. And so I discussed it in quite length with my friend Phoebe, and then I discussed it a little bit with my daughter-in-law, and they both had some input that really helped me. So I finally settled on my 100-day project for 2019, and that is going to be hashtag 100 days of prompt art. And that helped me cover a lot of area because I wanted to do so many different things, I couldn't decide. And I really got overwhelmed with the fact that I was trying to do so much. And because I've been away for a while, I'm a little bit rusty and I need to get back into this. And I don't have a lot of time to film right now. I still don't have a lot of time. So I'm kind of using this project as an easing myself back into this and hoping to keep it simple enough so that I can do an hour or half-hour video and keep you guys in the loop about what's going on with the project. So I decided on the prompt art, and then I promptly, no pun intended, actually there was a pun intended, sat down and I created 100 prompts for me to follow. And I do not have a PDF. For those of you who are going to want to know right away if I have a PDF, I don't have a PDF file or anything like that. But if you just check in with the videos that I put up, there won't be 100 videos. There's going to be videos just like last year where I give you one video that may have 5 days in it, or one video may have 3 days, or one may have 10. It just depends on how much I can film, how much I can get done editing, because it's very time consuming. The editing is really the most time consuming thing, I think. But if you'll just check in with the videos, I'll, show you each prompt that I'm going to do, and you can just write them down in your journal or something. So you have 100 prompts when you're done, and you could go back later and follow this along if you want to. And if you're going to play along with me, I don't want you to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. So that's why, one of the reasons why I didn't do a video talking about this in advance, letting you know I was going to be doing it, because I didn't want you seeing all this stuff and saying, I'm going to go get me whatever. I just want you to use what you have. If I pull a prompt and you don't have that particular thing, I want you to substitute the prompt or find something that you can substitute what I'm using for something that you can use. And I just wanted you to have fun and relax, and that's kind of what I want to do, to spend some time with you guys, relax and have fun, and create this little whatever it's going to be at the end. And so I'll share with you how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to cut out each prompt, and I have 100 here. My very last prompt is going to be one that I will not pull randomly. I will have it set out as my 100th prompt to do. And it is to gather everything I've made and create a journal or a piece of art. So all the prompts that we're going to do, 1 through 99, are going to lead up to hopefully being able to create a journal or a piece of art or something with everything we've made. And I may not be able to do it. At the end, I may say I didn't really make things in such a way that I can put it all together and like it that well. So, but we'll come up with something. Okay, so there's no stress about it. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, since this is day 1, is I'm going to get started by cutting out these prompts, and then I'm going to stick them all in my little tin thing here. It's kind of tall, and that way I can just reach in and pull one out every day. And I'm going to start by doing the first prompt that I pull. If you stuck with me through this little talk we had. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the 100-day project this year with me. Let's get started with this, and then at some point we'll catch up a little bit on other things, life activities and stuff. And I even thought about maybe doing a live stream and just talking with you guys while I made some backgrounds or something. I don't know. I've never done a live stream. I'm kind of leery about doing it. I don't know. You tell me if you want a live stream or not, and we'll think about it. I'll think about it. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to cut all these prompts out. I'm going to put them in my 10. I'm going to keep prompt 100 out and set aside. Well, maybe I'll stick it in there, but if I pull it, I'll just put it back and pull another one. That way I don't lose track of prompt 100. And then we'll start with the first prompt. Okay, I have everything cut out. Not very straight, I might add, but they're cut out. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to grab a few at a time and try to, I don't know, mix them up a little bit because I don't want to pull them in order. And the other thing I want to tell you guys is I reserve the right, as you know, if you've been with me any length of time, you know, I don't follow rules half the time, but if I pull a prompt that I don't feel I am in the mood to do, or that I have something to build on, or if I don't know, if I want a different prompt, I'm going to throw it back in there and pull something else for the day. Because I want this to be fun and relaxing, and if I don't want to do something, it's not fun if you're forcing yourself. So that was one thing I want to tell you guys. And the other thing I want to tell you guys was, as I use these prompts, I might come across one that I have to do something, and then I might pull another prompt, and I can take that same piece of art that I was working on and pull it back in and just build on top of it. So I might do that, but anyway, it's fair game. Whatever you want to do, just play and have fun. So these are all ready to go. I'm just going to stick my hand in there, and I'm going to find one prompt to pull for today. Okay, prompt number 1 is use a stapler. What am I going to use a stapler on right now? I got nothing. Staple, staple, staple. Okay, let's pull a different prompt. Oh my goodness. You know, I could have gone and pulled a piece of old art that I've got somewhere and made a staple on it, but let's just pull another one. We're off to a great start. Use masking tape. Okay, let's use masking tape. Let's start with a fresh piece of something and use masking tape, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let me go get the supplies I need, and I will be right back. Okay, it took me a while to find my masking tape. It was somewhere I hadn't planned on it being. Because we don't have anything started yet, what I'm going to do is just take a piece of paper out of this journal. It's a Canson mixed media 7 by 10, 98-pound paper. And I'm just going to take an empty sheet back here and pull it out of the journal. And we'll leave that here for color because we just don't have a lot of color going on yet. So what I'm going to do, this is old masking tape, so hopefully it won't be too bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down masking tape on this blank sheet of paper, and then it'll either stay on the paper or at some point I'll pull the masking tape up off the paper. I don't know. So if it sticks and won't come up, that's fine. We just won't worry about it. And if we don't have problems with it and are able to pull it up, great. So I'm just going to pull different pieces, sizes, and I'm going to lay it on the paper. And I'm not going to push down really hard because I don't want it to stick. I really want it to be able to come up later, and I may not be able to do that, but hopefully I will. And I'm going to lay it down in different directions. And my tape just broke, so I got to find where that left off. All right, let's get some tape going here. Come on, come on, you can do it, you can do it. You can do it, you can do it. There we go. All right, so we're going to use this. Stay loose. It's very sticky. I think it's going to stick down here and give me a hard time coming up, to be honest with you, but like I said, we'll see. We're not going to use that piece. We'll throw that away. And let's pull another piece off. And just put it down here. Another piece. Put it this way. It's already tearing again. Alright, so I'll do the rest of this in fast forward. you get the idea. I'm using torn pieces. And you can see what it's looking like so far. So we'll do the rest in fast forward, okay? Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. You can see that I didn't put it down real tight, a lot of areas. I just left it like that so I could peel it up if I wanted to. It might get left on the paper, it might tear the paper, I don't know what's gonna happen, but that's where we are for day 1. Use masking tape, so that's what we did. Okay, I'll see you guys on day 2. Hope you enjoy. Have some fun with your masking tape. Mine's a pain in the... So, alright, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, it's day number 2, time to pull a prompt, and I almost forgot. So, hope I pull an easy one today. Okay. Let's see, what does it say? Add drywall tape to something. Something. Okay, let me get the drywall tape, and I will be right back. Okay, let's put this to the side here. I have these tags, they're starter tags that I just wipe off excess paint or stamp on or something. So I'm gonna pick one of these tags and see what we can do with this later on in the project. But I think I like this one. Could add it to a couple of them, I guess, but keep it short and simple. Let me bring you in just a little bit closer. Oops, there we go. Okay, let's pull off a little piece of tape here. Okay. Okay, well, let's cut a little piece off. I'll put a little piece there. I like that. And then I'll put a piece there. Kind of long ways. And cut this off. Okay, and then I have this last piece here. And I think I'll put it right, kind of overlap this piece and just lay it that way. Okay. And I have a little piece left, so what I'll do is I'll just put it on one of these because I don't want to waste it. Put it on this one here, right there. Okay. Day number 2 is done. It's cute. It's just a little drywall tape. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't have drywall tape, use whatever tape you have. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it if you're playing along. Okay, I'll see you later, guys. See you on day 3. Hey guys, today is day number 3, and so we're going to pull another prompt and see what we get. I want to warn you in advance though, my husband's working from home, so he's on the phone in a meeting right now and he's downstairs, but his voice travels and carries, and I hear muffled talking, and sometimes it gets a little loud just because they're talking on speaker. So if you hear that, that's what it is. Okay. As you can see so far, we've got prompt number 1 and 2, and if you've got the picture yet, what we're doing is we're kind of just building. Right now, all I have is a piece of paper with some masking tape on it, and I have a tag that was previously made. It's a starter tag where I just threw extra paint, extra stamps, whatever, as I'm working on something else, and I just throw it on a tag, so I have that to work with later, and we put masking tape on it. So in the end, we're going to have something that we can hopefully put together and make something. I don't know what we're going to make. Probably like a journal or something. But anyway, so we've got prompt 1 and 2 here. So let's see if prompt number 3 is going to give us something to create new, or if we're going to add onto something we've already got going. And let's see if we can pull something other than tape or stapling like we've done in the first 2 prompts. I never can just grab. I should have folded these up like, you know, like this, but I kind of wanted to leave them straight in case I wanted to put them on my papers, you know, as I make them. Okay, so this is the 3rd prompt. Let's see what we got. Make some of your favorite patterns on painted paper. Okay, we can do that. I have some painted paper that I have in my stash over here. So we're gonna go get some of that, and we're gonna make some of my favorite patterns. And we'll set this to the side. Let me go get my stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, what I've done, let me back you out, is I brought over my little box here that I keep all my painty papers in that I've been working on, where I threw extra paint and just odd stuff. So I just went through and I found a couple that I want to work on, and I'll explain those in a second, but I wanted to show you what I did. If you don't have anything like this, if you're just starting out, or you're not one of those type people that does this kind of thing where you leave your extra paint on paper and stuff like that, just sit down with a blank sheet of paper and throw some paint on it and then work from that. Okay, so let me put this away and then I will talk to you about this. Actually, first, I'm going to take off some of this because I don't want the whole paper. I just want part of it. Okay, I've got my papers here. I put down my non-stick mat just in case something seeps through. So what I've got here is paper. This is deli paper. And this is where I took extra paint from something I was working on. I think it's a canvas that I've got working over there. And just wipe it off so I can clean my brush and use the extra paint. And this one is from a long time ago. And this is just regular, like packing paper, like the paper you wrap your dishes in when you're moving. And it's just cut down to a smaller piece. So I picked this one because it has both sides, and I like that in case we do make a journal, and this is one of the pages. It has both sides, and this one I just like the colors, and I just wanted to play with it. And I can always do something on the back if I want to later on, or I could make this a pocket or something like that. So what I'm going to do, you can use any color you want. I just picked out, for now, a black Posca pen, which is permanent when it's dry. And then I picked out my Main Streak. It's by Sharpie and it's permanent when it dries. You can get this at an office supply store. And I picked out my white Jelly Roll pen. Hopefully it still works. I haven't used it in a while. And I also have my Sharpie poster paint pen. I think this is almost empty and it's real blobby. So I'm going to try to use that for some blotches. And I have one off this side here that's not been used. Hopefully will do what I want it to do. You know, this is all subject to whether or not they want to cooperate or not today. And it doesn't matter. Whatever we get is going to be fun. So what I'm going to do first is work on this paper. And I'm just going to make some of my favorite patterns. And I don't really have any patterns that I hate. So anything goes, but I do particularly like some patterns. So on this one here, I'm going to make some circles because I really like circles. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. And then I also like tear-shaped little raindrop shapes, and they're not perfectly raindrop shaped, they're just more ovally than circly. And put some of those on there, just a few places. Okay, and I like scallops, so I'm going to take my little circles here. I'm just going to put a little scallop on them. Doesn't have to go all the way around, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And if you have been here a while, you know perfect doesn't live here. If you're new, I'm telling you now, perfect doesn't live here. Just play and have fun, relax. This is not a perfection game. And let's see, I also like petal shapes, so we'll do a little bit of petal shapes, just a few. Right here. Now this is going to be really cute later on. I mean, it doesn't look like much now, but I'm going to add more to this probably throughout the video because other prompts might prompt me to do something. If not, then I'll just cut little sections and use little sections of this. So, okay, what else? Let's do a big scallop over here that's kind of plain over here. Just go like this. Oh, what other shapes do I like? I like little dashes and lines. Okay, I think we're going to stop on this one right now, and we'll switch to the other paper. I wanted to do one more thing. I want to put some little circles inside these little scallops. And on this one, just put some dots. I like dots too. Okay. Okay, now this one, on this side, I'm going to use my white marker. And actually, I want to get my thicker black marker too, so hold on. Okay, I got my Sharpie king size marker. Okay, on this one here, I think I'll take my mean streak first. And I don't know if it's going to show up. We'll see. And you just unscrew it a little bit. It's kind of oily, but when it dries, it's permanent. And that's what I love about it. Okay, I love hearts also, so maybe we'll make a big heart. Right there. Okay, can you see? I don't know if you can see. There. Just right there. And it'll dry permanent. And then I'm going to take this is my Sharpie poster paint pen that I think is flaking out on me, and it really globs up. So we'll see if we can get some splotchies. So far, no, it's not going to cooperate, so let's just do this. Right there. So I have to let this dry before I can turn the page over. Is there anything else I want to add to this page? I know what I'll do. I think I'll take my Jelly Roll pen and let's see if it works, because I've kind of abused it, so I may have caused it to not work anymore. And I'm going to just write, not on the little hearts and not on the little dots, because it'll really gunk up your pen. You want to wait for everything to dry before you write on top of something. And even some things you shouldn't write on top of because it won't really help your pen. But on areas where I don't have anything, I'm just going to write little things like maybe my name. Just fun. Patterns. Letters. They're one of my favorite patterns too. Just the idea of lettering. I know it's not patterns, but that's what I'm doing anyway. And I'll probably can't see it very well, but it's okay. I'll probably have little circles here. And a little over here. I'm trying to do it in little areas where you can see it better. And then I think I will stop on this side. So I'm going to dry this real quick with the heat tool and see if I want to do anything more to it. Okay, this is dry, but it's not perfectly dry. Y'all could have guessed that, I'm sure. But I think it's dry enough. And I'm going to turn this over and work on this side. It may stick a little bit to here because this is still a little bit tacky, but it won't be when it's dry. I'm going to make some triangles. I'm going to see if I can make a triangle with this big old marker here. And then I see circles here where I've cleaned off something. So I'm just going to draw around the circle with the big fat part of the pen. I'm going to take my pen here and I'm going to put some dots in the black circles. We're just winging it. Just make your own favorite patterns if you're playing along. Okay, again, this is kind of not a pattern, but it's a pattern to me, but I love scribbly writing. I'm just going to take the Posca pen. Throat keeps wanting to close up on me. I'm not used to doing this. And I'm just going to scribble some words that are not really readable, that you can't make them out. Actually, maybe I'll say favorite patterns on painted paper. Just something to write. And you see, I'm writing the word, but you can't really read it. I love that. I love to do that. It's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, I think we're going to stop on that side. Love how it turned out. And again, if you're new and don't know really what's going on with this project or who I am, this is not meant to be a finished piece of art, although I'd be perfectly happy just to leave it like this. This is just play. It's loosening up. It's doing something you love, and it's having fun, and it's a short time span that you have to spend if you don't have a lot of time like me lately. It's just something that makes you feel good. I got to put some ink marks down. I got to see some colorful paper. Got to use up a piece of something that's been in my stash a while. It'll go into some project at the end. Who knows what this will wind up being. I might wind up cutting this all up and making something with that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a couple more lines. Oh, and one thing that happened was the black marker on this side peeked through this side, so it added some black in here, which I didn't put, and I like that. I think that turned out cool. So I might just put in a little more lineage here. And I probably will be cutting this up, because left like this, I wouldn't really love it, although I love the added marks to the paper. But there's more that has to happen with this and with this. But we'll see what happens when we pull our prompts. We'll see where these wind up in the scheme of things. And it's going to be a surprise to all of us. Okay, that's day 3. I will see you on day 4. Bye-bye.